Now, another way that you can fund your deals is using hard money. So there's there you have a lot of hard money lenders that they call themselves private money lenders, but they're hard money. If you're borrowing from somebody that is using like a small institution, something like that to lend to you, they're hard money lenders. And the easiest way that you can tell this is because they're going to ask you for points. They're going to ask you to put up some money up front. They're going to ask for down payments. There's going to have draws and all these things. So that's the best way that you can tell when you're working with a hard money lender. These are not hard to find. These kind of people, you don't need any relationship. You don't need anything really. You just throw a rock out the window and you're going to hit 10 of them. They're everywhere. It's not bad, right? We haven't used them. Honestly, we never use hard money lenders. We never needed to. But the benefit, so let's get into like the pros of using a hard money lender is that you kind of have unlimited capital because they're so easy to find, and these people get their money from large institutions and deep and private individuals with very deep pockets and everything. They tend to have almost unlimited funds, so you can use a private money lender, as many times as you need to. So that's always a huge plus. When you have a lot of deals, you have a lot of opportunities, you don't have a limit on the amount of money you can borrow. Now, those were the benefits. Here are the cons. There's a lot of them. So, cons, the majority of hard money lenders have points and interest. So, you're paying usually 2 to 4 points up front plus, 12 to 14% interest, sometimes higher depending on the hard money lender. You're gonna have draw fees. This means every time you need some money, you're gonna have to request it. A lot of times you're gonna have to, pretty much pre-fund whatever that rehab is, and then they will reimburse you. You're gonna have inspections and inspection fees. So there's a lot of extra fees associated with hard money. It can get very expensive to use hard money. The majority of hard money lenders, especially if you're just starting off, they're not going to fund 100% of the purchase and the renovations. They might fund a percentage of the purchase and a percentage of the renovation. This means that you need to come up with the other amount of money. And if you're needing to use, let's say, a private money lender for that second lien, that can get very tricky, right? Because at that point now you're using a lot of money that you got to pay back and you got to pay interest on. So it can be very tricky. It can get very, very expensive. They require monthly payments. So we did a video recently, and it's the one that I talked about before, where somebody that we know that they used private money and it got very expensive with their monthly costs, and then they ended up foreclosing pretty much on all their projects. This sucks, right? Because all those projects they had still a large margin in there, but they couldn't make that monthly payment. So these things get very expensive. They get very complicated. I put this as an experience level of 5. You need to know what the heck you're doing. You need to not even just what the heck you're doing as far as the renovation goes, but you need to know what you're doing as far as how to manage the money, how to account for the projections of where it's going to be, understanding that there are overages. So if you're getting into way too many projects and you don't have the capital for the overages, you can get into some serious trouble because hard money lenders rarely are they going to lend you more money if you get into trouble. They're more likely to foreclose on you than anything else. Unlike private money lenders that you're actually building a relationship with these people, uh, hard money lenders, you're kind of like just, a number in their books. If you don't meet the quotas and you don't meet the agreement that you guys talked about, they'll take the property from you, and it could really hurt you. So this is something that, again, the pros, unlimited capital, they're always available. You can do a lot of deals, but that's also the con, right? You can do a lot of deals, you can get into a lot of trouble. So please be very cautious, be very careful with hard money loans. One of the biggest selling features of hard money lenders, or it used to be, is that a hard money lender wouldn't lend to you unless you had a good deal. So a lot of people would take comfort in that if a hard money lender was willing to lend to them, then that means they have a good deal in their hands. That's not really the case. And not only is that not the case, right now it's gotten even worse. We're seeing hard money lenders, they're lowering all the requirements to lend because they're needing to get they're flooded with money, so they're needing to get money out. So what this means is that you may have a shitty deal and you're thinking you're waiting on your hard money lender to tell you you have a great deal, and all they care about is they just want to lend to you. They're willing to take that risk. And you just borrowed a ton of money and you're spending a ton of money on a deal that sucks. Right? So that used to be the selling feature of hard money lenders is just not accurate anymore.